Hello, everybody. My name's Leftfoot Sam. Woo! Um, Today we're gonna be doing a Xenoblade Chronicles 3 character tier list, just because I really like Xenoblade 3 and I felt like doing it. Um, so we got a lot of characters here. This isn't even all of them, I don't think. It's got some of the DLC characters. It looks like, or most of them. At least the playable ones. Um, so we're just gonna get into it. Lands, he's one of the main six. He's pretty good. I would put him in B tier just because it takes a while for him to get rolling, character wise, story wise, and it didn't really click with him that much. Noah, I really like. I'm gonna put him in S because Noah is the main guy. It's really like his story. Um, and I just really like his character. I'm gonna try not to spoil the game too much while I'm doing this, but um, Noah's character development is really good, I would say. Tyon. Uh, to be honest, I don't really much care for Tyon, so I'm gonna put him in D just because he has some funny moments, but he's kind of boring in my opinion. Valdi, he is one of the first heroes you get. He's he's a healer, and I can't remember what exactly he does, like how he heals, but he was pretty good. So I'm also gonna put him in C because his character is pretty good. He's got a pretty good quest, so um, yeah. Um, Man, I can't remember his name. I should really pull up the game to know their names here. Um, Here, I'll find it real quick. Xeon, that's his name. Xeon's pretty good. He's a defender, I'm pretty sure. His class is pretty good. His story is kind of weird. It's about farming, so I'm gonna put him in D. Kite. Kite's cool. I'm gonna put him in A. He uses dual guns. His story's good. He's kind of like mysterious. So, Riku is like one of the he's kind of boring for a while, but once he gets his moments, he's really funny, and I enjoy him a lot. Teach, Teach is cool. I'm gonna put him in B with Lands. He's all right. Um, he's kind of goofy. He's kind of like his story's kind of a mystery, but it's cool. Izzard, I don't really care for Izzard either, so I'm gonna put him in D. He's also a healer. Um, so this is one of the Mobius. I can't remember which one it is, but basically his whole gimmick is he wants to. He's like a pirate who wants to like fight things, and you get unique monsters' abilities. So if you're playing the game not like I was and you didn't kill a lot of the unique monsters, he's really good because he comes kind of late. I mean, you can resummon them, I guess, but who wants to do that? But I'd say like as a character, he's cool. So I'm gonna put him in A with Kite here. Kamaravi, I think he's kind of boring. He's he's alright. His whole thing is, oh, fight Ethel, which I'm sure Ethel is in here somewhere. So I'm gonna put him at C with Voldy. I can't remember this guy's name, but I know he's one of the Mobius, and it's a spoiler to say what I really like about him, so I'm not gonna say it. And I'm gonna put him in C. N is super badass. He's basically Noah but better, without all the character development. But his character development is kind of with Noah's, so I'm gonna put him in S. Z or Z or whatever. Some of the characters call him Z and some call him Z, which is kind of weird. He's the main villain, and he's kind of goofy, to be honest. So I'm gonna put him in D as well, because I feel like he could be better. This guy is another Mobius, another villain. Honestly, I think he should have got a bigger role than what he did. So just because of that, I'm going to also put him in D. He's cool, but I think he should have got a bigger role. Mwamba, he doesn't really get a story until like the end. Really, they kind of like all the main characters kind of freak out when he dies. Spoilers, but that's in the like first hour of the game, first chapter. So that's sorry about that. But other than that, I think he's okay. But I'm just gonna put him in E because he doesn't really have a character that much. Yorin is he's kind of just there to give Uni, Lance, and Noah a reason to fight, kinda, and he comes back as a Mobius, but like his character isn't really that well developed, so I'm also put him in E with Mwamba. Van Damme is or this is Veronica Van Damme. He's like the whole reason they are fighting, or like the whole reason they get so strong. And I think he's kind of cool because even though he's in the game for a very short time, he's got a lot of good one-liners, so I'm going to put him in A. This is one of the kids who they fight with in the beginning. I don't really like him that much, so I'm going to put him in F. I don't even remember his name. This is Ethel's second in command. I think he's really goofy and funny, so I'm gonna put him in A. Cause like at the end of the game, they're like trying to fix a robot or whatever, and he goes, "You just gotta kick it," and he kicks it, and then it starts working, and I think it's really funny. This is. I don't know who this is, so I'm just gonna put him in F. This is Master. I can't remember. Mamon or something. He's pretty cool. He's goofy, old Napon. I'm gonna put him in C. He's right in the middle. This guy I don't remember either. I remember seeing him. He's like looks super familiar, but I can't remember like what he does. So I'm just gonna put him in F. Forgettable. These two are both what's her name? I'll think of it. Her name is Gondor. Gondor's bodyguards. They're both they're like kind of strong and silent types, but the lines they do have are kind of funny. So I'm put them in D as well. D is gonna be my probably highest one here. Kite is pretty cool. I'll put him in B. He kind of takes up the mantle for Xeon in colony, whatever colony that is. I think it's 13. But yeah. So now we're on to the main girls. Mio, I love Mio and Noah's story a lot. Mio's probably one of the. It's like a well-built story for her. Uni is actually my least favorite girl, which I think the community's gonna disagree with where I put her, but I just don't think Uni's story is built very well, so I'm also gonna put her in D. Sana, I really like. Sana is my favorite character of the cast. So S. Sana's story is built really well. I love her voice lines. The only line that I really don't like about her is her death. Or not her death. Her fall damage sound, because it's basically her screeching. Ethel is really cool. It's a really cool starter hero that you don't really. She's a hero that you don't get to use actual, like her. You just get her class, but she's still really cool. Manana she's the cooking Napon. She's cool. I wouldn't say she's as cool as Riku, but she's pretty cool, so I'll put her in B. Alexandria, she's alright. She did kill all of her tribe mates or her colony mates to become like leader, I believe. So that's kind of uncool, but I'll put her in C because she's alright and she's hot. Ashira or Ashra. She's badass. She's super badass. So I'm gonna put her in A. Monica, leader of the city. Her class is alright. She's okay. I'll put her in B, I think. She's alright. She's like right in the middle for me, I guess. So isn't much I can really say on her. Fiona, S tier, because her class is so ridiculously broken. At least in my playthrough it was, because it just shares buffs and that's ridiculous. So, and I like her character and her storyline and all that. Gondor is cool, but I think she's kind of a bitch. So I'm gonna put her right next to her mom at B. Miyabi is a character to help Mio's storyline, and she doesn't really get that much of a character besides she was the reason Mio became an Offseer. I mean, there's some other stuff, but like it's not enough to put her up here, so I'm gonna put her in D with Uni and Tyon and them. I can't remember her name, but she's like the mech hero, which is kind of cool, but her name is weird. So I'm gonna put her in D2. Here's one of the DLC heroes. Um, and I think she's only for Noah. And she's alright, so I'm gonna put her in B. Um, Another Mobius. This is one of the like Mobius that kind of just shows up randomly and it's just like, I'm gonna kick your ass, and then she loses. But like, I thought she was like kind of scary compared to the other Mobius that were kind of just like, oh ho ho, you can't beat me. I felt like she actually had a character, so I'm gonna put her in A. Shania, I don't really know how the community feels about Shania. I've seen a lot of good things about Shania, and I've seen a lot of bad things about Shania. I personally, because the story kind of wants to make her like Senna, but I don't. They are similar, but I don't think they're that similar, and that's like Senna's whole arc. Is how she's not like Shania, and I'm put her in B because she's alright. M is Mio's counterpart, like N is to Noah, and I think she is also S tier. Good character. Not as well built as N, I don't think, but with what they did do with her character is good. This is another hero I don't remember, so I'm gonna put an F. Juniper, she's part of Xeon's quest with Colony Gamma. She's okay. A lot of people like her, but I honestly don't like her that much, so I'm gonna put her in D. Melia, one of the OG girls from Xenoblade 1. She's Queen of Kevis in this game, which is spoiler, sorry. But I think that's in the trailer, so in this game I think she is really strong hero wise, and her character is still very good, even though, and she gets a lot more light than Nia does. So I'm gonna put Melia in A because I like Melia, but I don't think she's like S tier with all these characters. Nia, obviously S tier. She's my girl. I loved her in Xenoblade 2. I loved her in Xenoblade 3. I just wish they did more with Mio and her, because it's kind of obvious that they're mother-daughter. There's some connection there because of their core crystal. Chris, he's a character to help Noah's story. He's basically, he taught Noah how to, or like, he's tried to get Noah to realize why he was off-seeing, but honestly, he's just kind of boring, and he's only there to set up Noah, which helps Noah a lot, but it doesn't help him that much. I wish they did more with him. I can't remember her name. She's one of the DLC heroes. She's good because you can make your own accessories. But since she was a DLC character, if you're not gonna replay the game in New Game Plus in a harder difficulty, or like you're not gonna, or just start the game from scratch, I don't really think she's worth it unless you're gonna do like the challenge stuff. So I'm gonna put her in E because I do remember her, but she's just not really, for when she came out, she's not that great. This is Noah and Mio's kid in the DLC, all grown up. He is also Niall and Matthew's grandfather. So he had kids and they had kids. Not that I needed to explain that to you, but um, he's around and he's kind of like the whole reason he taught Matthew and Niall a lot. So I'm gonna put him in D just because he's not around very long. So and he's only got a couple lines, and they kind of repeat that line a lot in the DLC. Because it's Noah or it's Matthew's motivation. Niall, I really like Niall. She is technically one of the bad guys in the DLC ish. It's hard to explain without you playing it, so I won't go into that much detail. But I love Niall. Best cat girl. Notice how I have all the cat girls in S tier. I can't remember her name, but she is Shulk's disciple, I think is how they put it, or student, or what, disciple, student, same thing. She's got a couple good quests, and I think she's alright, and I'm gonna put her in D. Guess why not? This is Rex's disciple, student thing. She's kind of reminds everyone of Pandora, or Pandoria, I can't remember her name, from Xenoblade 2, which is Zeke's blade. And she's alright, and she's gonna go in the same spot as Shulk's disciple. I like A a lot, but I wouldn't put her in S. I'll put her in A. Because she's a good character, and she's strong and everything, so A. She's the other half of On Toast. Elvis, he's basically the male counterpart of A. He's not as cool, though, so C. Glimmer, it's heavily inferred that she is Pyra's daughter. A lot of people really like Glimmer, but she just got on my nerves the whole story. So I'm gonna put her in D or E. And that's a hot take. Xenoblade hot takes. Matthew, I like Matthew. He's got good quips, but I honestly wish the story was Niall instead of him. I wish you could like pick, because I just like Niall so much more than Matthew, but he's not that bad, so I'm gonna put him in B. Nickel, it's inferred that he's Shulk's son. He's alright. I'm also put him in B. Because I don't hate him, but I don't love him. Rex, S tier. Rex is super funny. He's good lines. His character grows a lot from his appearance in Xenoblade 2 to the 3 DLC. I just love Rex. And he's got a lot of memes in the Xenoblade community with double spinning edge, because that's the only move you should ever use on Rex, because you can spam it. Shulk, I like Shulk a lot too, so S. Shulk is pretty good, character-wise, and they built his character very well too, or built off his character. And this guy, I don't remember. So sorry if that's your favorite character, but I don't remember him. So, this is my Xenoblade Chronicles 3 tier list. Some of my favorites, Noah and Riku. Mio, Senna, Ethel, Fiona, Mia, Niall, Rex, Shulk. Senna is probably my favorite from 3. Um, if you because I don't consider Nia from 3. I consider her from 2. So Senna is my favorite from 3. With all of these guys close, it's very close between the rest of them. I wish I could have put these 5 somewhere, but I just couldn't remember where they're from. And so yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what character is your favorite if you've played the game. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next one.